Hello there, I am Maddox Mortenson, and today I am going to be doing a playthrough of level 1 of the Bullfrog video game Dungeon Keeper 2. It is a strategy game, and it is largely point and click.
Welcome, Keeper.
The rules of which will become apparent as we play.
Your dungeon heart. Protect it well, for if it is destroyed, you will be banished forever from this land. Here walks the goodly Lord Antonius. 'Tis he who holds the precious portal gem, but only when you've mustered strength sufficient should you challenge him and claim your prize. Lair. Hatchery.
So what I am doing is...
First, there's money to be made. Click on the flashing seam of gold. Your imps will dig out the area you designate.
Okay, so gold is very important in the economy of Dungeon Keeper 2. A lot of games don't have an economy. Dungeon Keeper 2, though, does have an economy. Like, you actually...
Well done. And now your faithful servant imps will carry back your gold to Dungeon Heart. Once here, it can be spent. The golden scale atop the screen keeps track of your reserves.
That motherfucker's gonna keep...
Indeed, but more gold is required. 12,000 units should be mined.
Can't get a fucking word in edgewise. That motherfucker's gonna keep interrupting me this whole video, isn't he? But yeah, so I'm mining these areas here. I might put a layer around here. What rooms do I have? A library. No, I don't have a library yet. I'll put a layer there and a hatchery here. That should be enough. This is a pretty simple level. It's basically just a tutorial level. There's not really any kind of difficulty. This is so early on in the game. Later on in the game, you can cast spells, but because we don't have the library, we can't cast spells yet. Because you need the wizards to go into the library to research the spells. But there's no library, which means I can't attract wizards for the portal. And I don't even know where the hell the portal is. I think this is probably the portal here. When there's a portal, often you can see like a black square, which indicates it's a portal. Plus, I know it's not in this area, because this here, as you'll see, is solid rock. You can't mine through solid rock, so there's not really anything beyond here. Unless you could somehow get around it. But from experience, you can't. You can't do that. It's not possible.
The lair. A place of rest where creatures sleep to calm their tempers and restore their health.
I mean, there is so much to say about this video game.
Your lair is not large enough to draw sufficient creatures through the portal. 15 tiles or more is what's required. Build more.
I'm just trying to work out the best method for talking when this motherfucking narrator interrupts me every 5 seconds. So basically, if you've got spells, you can create more imps. And if I had more imps...
Red flowers float above your imps. These give measure to their health. Their skill acquired and reflect the simple thoughts within.
You get that? Yeah, so these flowers above them indicates their health. So there's 6 bars around their flowers, which means that they've got full health. They're also at number 2, which means level 2. They're like level 2 miners. These guys absolutely suck when it comes to fighting. However, if your dungeon heart becomes under attack, they will defend it. They're basically useless. But if you get attacked by a dwarf, they might be able to kill it. So I'm going to... Now I've got more gold, I'm going to increase the size of the layer.
Your layer is built. Now right-click to cancel building mode. The hatchery.
Now I'm building a hatchery.
A place where creatures feed on favoured food. The eggs will hatch and chickens then emerge to satisfy their appetites. Excellent work, Keeper. You are ready to recruit more creatures to your cause. See? A portal near your dungeon heart, to where your imps must dig. They'll claim this portal to be yours. You'll see what beasts emerge.
I'm just going to check something. So yeah, in this main menu thing here, you can see the objectives. Assault and kill Lord Antonius. Subjectives. Build a 5x free layer. Build a 3x free hatchery. I made my hatchery bigger than 3x free. I made it, what? 3x6. And my layer is 4x4. Because I had enough gold, so why not? As you can see, more solid rock over here. However, it looks like this can be mined. There has to be a way in here somewhere. I don't know where exactly. It must be. I must have to go around. That area I can't get through. Huh.
Behold your portal. The gates through which you creatures enter your domain, drawn forth to use the rooms which you provide.
This is actually kind of weird. I don't even know how I meant to...
Well, a goblin has entered your domain.
I remember.
On his own, he is a cowardly beast, but in a horde becomes a useful fighting force.
So look, watch this here. This is gonna open up, I think.
See? Your goblins are well rested in their lair, and their bellies full with juicy chicken flesh. Now keep watch, for very soon more goblins will arrive, and then your numbers will be strong enough to challenge Lord Antonius.
So what I've done is I've picked up this goblin.
Pick creature up. To drop him, right-click anywhere on your land.
It just saves time sometimes, because look at the speed that this guy's moving at. He's taking forever. There you go, go into the hatchery. Have some chickens. These chickens, you can feed them to creatures. As you can see here, he's eating these poor little chickens. I'm actually a vegan, but I don't think these things are sentient, so I don't think it matters. So fuck them. They're like one step away from being a bitmap because this is such an old game. Alright, see, there's another goblin. There you go. Saving some time, dropping him into the lair. There is like no way out of here, so I think I've got to wait until I've got 4 goblins and then this will open up. Yeah, there you go, there you go. Usually it doesn't do this. I think this is the only level it does that on.
I sense a breach. The servants of Antonius have broken through your walls, and you can move your gaze to see them now by right-clicking on the flashing blades. But worry not this time, for it is only dwarves, who, feeble as they are, pose little threat against your goblins. The hapless enemy dwarfs are being crushed. Observe the white health flowers which appear above them. When they're near to death, you'll see that only one last petal shows.
So yeah, see these guys here? One of these guys actually has health. He's lost health. I don't know which one it is. Maybe it's this one. I don't know. But these guys, if I had a prison, I could put them in the prison, and then I could bring them back to life. I could put them in a torture chamber and try to convert them to my cause, to my side. It won't be long before I'll have enough goblins to take on... What was his name again?
Goblin force is large enough to challenge Lord Antonius.
There you go.
Portal gem. Tunnel north and you will find your smug opponent skulking in his keep.
So tunnel north. As you can see, north is this direction here. They've put it slightly to the left. I'd have thought they'd put north up, but you can actually alter the position of this map by clicking control and then the keys. I think you can also zoom as well. Yeah, if you press up and down, it zooms in and out. So I'm going to pick up the imps, drop them there, save some time. They should tunnel. There you go, it's a special item.
The dungeon heart is full of gold. No more than 16,000.
I'm going to make my layer bigger because I've got so much gold I can basically do what I want.
I see you have discovered a magical item.
So what is this going to do? Raises all of your minions by one experience level.
To face Lord Antonius. Tag the flashing tiles. Your imps will tunnel to his keep.
This is helpful because I don't have a training room to increase the levels of my creatures.
Your creatures have been blessed with experience.
7 goblins I've got. As you can see, they've all got level. They should have all have level 2 now. My imps, what level will they be? About level 3? Level 5, actually. That's interesting.
Away, Keeper! You shall not take smiles here with your evil ways!
He speaks.
I'm going to zoom in.
Lord Antonius. See how the petals of his white-faced flower are a special shape. This marks him down as your prime target. Take
And he's dead already.
Bravo, Keeper.
He died like a
Lord
bitch.
Antonius is fallen. The portal gem lies aside his helpless form. He'll wait for Horny to collect it, so it's yours.
Yeah, so he's...
Comes he now.
So this guy's called the Horned Reaper, and for short, they call him Horny. This whole game is basically just one massive S&M innuendo. Because it's a dungeon, and you've got mistresses in it later, and torture chambers. So yeah, they're just kind of poking fun at themselves, really. It's not meant to be taken too seriously, but I've been playing this game since I was 10, and I think it's caused me at least some serious psychological disturbance.
Devise new spells in the library.
There's the library I was telling you
The
about.
training room lets creatures improve their combat skills.
And the training room. These will come in the next level. So after every level, you get a little video.
Hot lips. Well done, Keeper. You have successfully ended the life of Lord Antonius, and you have claimed your first portal gem as well. This is a most promising start.
So this gives you all the stats. Specials found, 1 out of 1. Total evil rating for level. Hun is 62,981. I don't really know what that means. Level 1, yes. Time taken, 10 minutes 38. Enemy creatures killed, 0. So creatures are basically the minions of rival keepers, whereas heroes are things like knights and stuff. So creatures are goblins and vampires and bile demons, whereas heroes are knights, monks, dwarves, stuff like that. So the good guys. So you're playing as the bad guy. Sometimes you'll play against rival keepers who are also bad guys and fight their creatures. Sometimes you'll play against the good guy and kill their heroes. Captured one room, that's the portal, I believe. Land on 200, gold mine 27,000, mana stored 67,226. So mana is what you use to cast spells, but we didn't really need... Also, I think you need mana for the imps to survive, otherwise they die. Items manufacture 0, so you can manufacture items in the workshop, which we don't have yet. Creatures commanded 11, creatures converted 0, creature training 3.9, attempts at level 1. So we had 7 goblins, 4 imps, together that makes 11. Okay, so that about wraps it up. And I will see you for level 2.